my name is Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. So I am back again with another Liv and Maddie review. I want to try and get a review out every day this week leading up into the finale, but we'll see if that actually happens. So Big Break-A-Rooney is possibly one of my favorite episodes of this season and maybe the show overall. I don't know, we still got one episode left to determine that, but it's just written really well and it follows two storylines that I genuinely care about. So let's just jump right into it. We start the episode with Parker holding an experiment on Liv and Maddie, and he says it's a test to see who has the higher IQ. And the first challenge he presents them with is seeing who can slice a cake evenly into 8 slices the fastest. But instead, Liv makes a salad and Maddie eats the entire cake, which was pretty impressive, I have to admit. But then we move on to Joey, who is on the set of Sing It Louder because one of his favorite comedians is guest starring on the show, and so Ruby introduces Joey to him, and Joey is offered to go with him to the Laugh Palace, which is a famous stand-up comedy place, and we also find out that Joey has decided to pursue stand-up full-time once he's done college, which was so good to hear. I'm so happy for him. But back to Maddie and Parker. She convinces Parker to tell her that she got the higher score over Liv on this IQ test that he had them take, and she holds it over Liv, you know, as she does. And then they get into a fight until afterwards when Parker actually tells Liv that he switched the results on accident and she was the one who had the higher score. And then she gets all excited and does this little song and says that she's even the better singer, which I loved that line. I thought it was hilarious. So back to Joey. So he can't get into the Laugh Palace unless he's a paid performer because he is underage. And so he's heartbroken and instead decides to start doing stand-up outside the club. And everyone stops to listen to him because he's so good at it. And the comedy club decides to let him in as a paid performer. It was awesome. It was great to see how happy Joey was. On the other hand, Liv and Maddie got into another fight over who's smarter because now Liv thinks that she's smarter than Maddie and it's like this big mess. Until Parker comes in and tells them about his real experiment, which was to see how animals would react to change in status, and instead of using zoo animals, he just used Liv and Maddie because they were right there, you know? And so in the end, when Maddie and Liv asked like who was the real smart one, you know, Parker said it's obviously him, which was understandable. I thought that that was like one of my favorite parts of the whole episode. It was great. But overall, this episode was just so well done. I love when the main story centers the girls, and this one did, and it did it really well. And both storylines, which there were only 2 of, which I also liked, were great. It was just a really enjoyable episode overall. Like I said in my last review, I love the plotline with Joey being into stand-up, so it was great to see him overcome an obstacle and achieve his dreams. I think this episode just shows how simple concepts with these characters can be so effective, because I honestly loved this episode so much, like I've said a million times already. And I don't even know what else to say because I thought it was so good. Oh, that famous comedian that Joey idolizes was nice, but I thought that Joey was like way funnier. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you agree that this episode was great? But that is all I have to say for today. Next time I will be talking about Sing It Live-A-Rooney, so be sure to come back for that. But that's everything from me today. I will talk to you all very, very soon. Goodbye!